Hello, internet friends. Today I'm going to remember to pitch the Vans RV Slack group first instead of at the end. So if you've just stumbled on this video and are thinking about building an RV or RV-14, yeah, we have a Slack group. The link is in the description. Come chat with us. I've been excited about this video for a while. This is the last step before we button up all the elevators and the trim tab. Is we have to glue in, or glue, yeah, basically that's what we're doing. Glue in the foam ribs with PROSEAL. And the challenge is that once you mix the PROSEAL, uh, you only have like an hour, 2 hours, something like 30 minutes. It depends on the formula that you're using. I think this formula was like 2 hours, but basically you have to get it done in that span of time because it will harden up, and then that's over and you have to get a new batch. And I'm using these premixed tubes, so I only had one because I only need a little bit. I wasn't gonna buy a whole quart, even though I could. But where you really use the PROSEAL is on your fuel tanks, and I'm not going to do that for months. So just a little $20 tube made the most sense for me. What you see me doing here is trying to fix me being an idiot and forgetting that, what am I doing here? What I'm doing here is I primed the area where you're supposed to put adhesive, double-sided tape, and tape on the trailing edge. So, oops, silly me. There we go. Now I'm putting the adhesive on, and then eventually I'm going to put the trailing edge there. And then we'll do the PROSEAL. So what I'm really excited about in this video is the tube of that the PROSEAL comes in. It works in this little pneumatic gun. It's basically like a caulk gun, right? But it's pneumatic, so you just squeeze the trigger and it comes out and makes it real easy to apply. Normally, if you go watch videos of PROSEAL, people are mixing it up in like cups and then using popsicle sticks to apply, and that just, it gets a mess everywhere. And let's talk about the mess. Yeah. So when you work with PROSEAL, you want to wear gloves because it is messy and it's going to get everywhere. It's going to get on your hands. So if you're wearing gloves, you can just take them off and throw them away. It's great. So I highly recommend having a box of gloves handy when you're working with PROSEAL. And then you're gonna touch things, and PROSEAL is gonna get all over. It's easier to just be like, oh, before I touch something, I'm just gonna take the glove off, throw it away, get a new glove. And as you can see, I basically have, and I think I rotate the camera back and forth, but I have the trim tab, the left elevator, and the right elevator all laid out, so I can basically do all of these at the exact same time. Because like I said, I only have one tube of PROSEAL, and I got to do it all within 2 hours. But that I made it. So if you skip to the end of the video, you'll see task complete, mission accomplished. So it did take me a second to figure out how exactly to mix this little tube of PROSEAL. And I didn't realize, there's a little black push rod that came with it, and there was an attachment to that I was supposed to push in and out, and so I mean eventually I figured it out and it worked okay. Oh, here we go. Yep, this is me trying to figure out how this little thing works. And what I didn't realize is there's like another little attachment piece that I should have used that slides into there and pushes everything in there, but I made it work. I just used a screwdriver instead of the little plastic piece that's lying somewhere on that table that I found later. I was like, oh, this would have helped. But everything seemed to work out okay. So other tools that you need when you're working with this PROSEAL, I don't know if you can see it, but I have a silicone spreader. So what I'm doing is I'm putting the PROSEAL on the foam rib, just a bead of it on the very edge, and then I use the spreader to spread the PROSEAL around, and then I stick that in there, and then button everything up. And you're supposed to put a weight on it, so it pushes both the skins together. And so what I did was I took my back rivet plate, which was the perfect size for the trim tab, and just put the back rivet plate on top of there and weighed it down. And I think I left it for like 2 days, I think like 3 days. It says it takes like 72 hours to cure, so I'm pretty sure I left it for 3 days to cure. And you can see here I'm just repeating the process. It says put a weighted block or piece of wood on the elevator skin to weigh it down. And so what I did, I just put a block of wood where the ribs were, and then clamped it to the table, which seemed to work just as well as a weight. Oh, another thing that's super useful to have lying around is a roll of paper towels so you can wipe off your spreader. As you can see, the table starts getting messy and just everything starts getting PROSEAL everywhere. So, yep, there you go. Just wipe up the PROSEAL, wipe up your spreader, just having a roll of paper towels right there, throw it straight in the trash. Keep your work area clean is my recommendation when working with this PROSEAL stuff. Okay, and other things you can do with PROSEAL. This is for you, Johnny, specifically, since and I can't take credit for this. Someone at the EAA meeting gave me this tip, but the red Quico pliers, the vinyl keeps sliding off of it, and someone at the EAA meeting told us that if you just put some caulk in there, that it will stay and not move. So I was like, I could do better than that. I'm gonna put PROSEAL in here, and it will hold the vinyl in place on my spring-loaded Quico pliers, and it works great. The vinyl does not slide off anymore. So those are now, again, my favorite Quico pliers. Yeah. Oh, acetone also seems to work really great for cleaning up PROSEAL that hasn't cured yet. So pro tip, use some acetone. Alright. Thanks for watching. In the next video, we're going to finish buttoning up these elevators and eventually move on to the fuselage. Thanks for watching.